Bakuretsu is an arcade-style soccer game that was released for the PlayStation, both in Japan and in North America in 2002. The game is also known as Super Shot Soccer in other regions, and was quite a popular football game to be released on the system, as it took many elements seen in iconic games, and it plays very similar to the likes of the ISS Pro series, but adds in very unique attributes and abilities, with special moves, with the use of power-ups to give players an advantage as they play, either to help them to take players out of the equation, to score goals, or to block incoming attacks, shots. The game just has a lot of cool elements in it and is actually a lot of fun to play. With the game being released around the time of the 2002 FIFA World Cup, the game features 32 national teams with some additional teams added in for longevity. The game did receive average to decent reviews across the board, stating that while it did have many unique elements and features, it just wasn't as well refined compared to your more mainstream soccer games such as FIFA and ISS. But then again, the game itself was never trying to be like that anyway. But if you were to compare the two, even in my own opinion, from playing the game, and I played Super Shot Soccer, I actually have done a previous video on that, so I'll make sure to drop a link to that down in the description. And it looks and plays very like the ISS Pro series. It even controls almost identical to it. It just wouldn't be as well refined in terms of the character movement and dribbling of the ball, but it plays really well. It can be difficult to score goals, mind you, because the keeper has the tendency to literally save everything, and just when you're in the middle of about to take on a shot, someone will come in and use a special move and literally just completely knock you out of the park altogether. It definitely offers something very different, and it's something that's very unique, and it clearly is a fan favourite on the console for what is on offer. Many people would have been looking for a good alternative to the likes of your FIFAs and your ISS games, because they were dominating the soccer genre and they still continue to do so to this day. So there weren't many other soccer franchises, if you will, that managed to stand out. The This Is Football series that also saw a decent lifespan on the PlayStation 2 that originally started also on the PS1, that was the only series that really saw any contention with the FIFA and ISS series, but again still wouldn't match up to the dominance of the two franchises in the genre. Where Bakuretsu Soccer or Super Shot Soccer fits in, it does fit in nicely between the two in terms of what it offers. It has enough arcade appeal, but it also does have somewhat of a simulation style element to it in terms of how it plays, and especially for fans of the ISS series, pretty much will feel at home here, as it plays very similar. It even looks very similar, even with the visual style. Maybe not as well refined, but it does have some nice graphics, especially on the environment and the surroundings, on the pitches. It just has a really good presence to it, and it is a lot of fun to play, and it has a nice pace to it. It's not like slow or sluggish, and even playing this version of it, the Japanese version, it is somewhat faster than the previous version that I played as well, so it does have a good speed to it, so it definitely doesn't seem like it's going to come across as boring to many people, as this game is anything but. There's just a lot of action, a lot of elements that are going on, and it is very fast paced. It's just genuinely really good fun, and for a PS1 game, it's definitely one of those soccer games that, although while not as refined as more mainstream games, it is definitely one that I recommend that you should pick up and play. It really is a lot of fun. It will test you, it will challenge you, but you will really have a good laugh with this game. It is just a blast, and especially more so if you were playing it with your mates. You definitely would have a lot of fun with this, trying to utilise all of the tricks, tactics and special moves to try and not only gain an advantage, but to try and stop your opponents from attacking you as well, as it does have elements from other types of soccer games that you would have even seen with even the likes of Adidas Power Soccer, where you have to do aggressive style tackles to even win the ball. So it plays very differently from your typical soccer game, but it is just a really good package all around, and it is a lot of fun, and I can understand why a lot of people do really enjoy this game, because even a few subscribers have asked me regularly to do this video, so I said to myself, why not do a video on the Japanese version as well, because I had covered the other version previously, so why not compare the two. And it plays just the same, if I'll be honest. Just some of the button combinations in the menus might be slightly different, but the actual gameplay itself is primarily the same. Like squares to shoot, X to pass, circle is to play a high ball, and it just has the same look and feel as ISS Pro, especially with the likes of ISS Pro 98 and even the original ISS Pro also seen on the PlayStation. It just plays and feels very like those games, so I highly recommend you check this game out if you haven't done so already. And I would love to know your thoughts on Bakuretsu Soccer or Super Shot Soccer for the PlayStation, and what do you think of this game overall? Do you enjoy the quirky nature of this game, or maybe not so much. I'd love to hear whatever stories you do have with these games, so be sure to share them down in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be updated with future videos. And if you would like to see more content on the channel around other types of soccer games, then you can check out the playlist here on screen to see more of those games in action. And as always, make sure to keep those gaming memories alive.